Hey guys, what are we getting into today? Okay, so for today is nail day. Yeah, so my name is Leigh. If this is your first time here, welcome. Please consider subscribing to my channel. I do beauty, hygiene, and self-care videos. So if you're interested in looking good, smelling good, and feeling good, this is definitely the channel for you. So yeah, so today we are going to be doing some Valentine's Day inspired nails. I have these decals that I really want to use. There's some blue ink on my fingers, but I took my last set completely off that I actually had on since like December, and I was just, as they grew out, I just did fills. You might have seen one of my fills on here recently. So today I wanted to do some medium length Valentine's Day nails. So I planned on using these hearts. I was thinking of using those light pink and purple ones, and then with this one, these are just all the same shape, the same size hearts. So I was going to combine those two, and then I was trying to figure out which shade of pink. So I ended up going with this Anacrylic pink in the shade Doll. It's a really pretty pink, and I know I use Anacrylic a lot, but this brand is really good for beginners. One of the runner-ups was Pleasure by Not Polished, so this was also a really pretty pink. They're very close. And then this is 106 by Model 1. It's a really pale pink, but I felt like it was more like a whitish pink, and I really wanted like a true pink, or more on like the warm tone pink, just because it goes better with my skin tone. So I'm going to start by prepping my nails. So I'm doing the cuticle work now. I have been doing a really good job of taking care of my cuticles, so I really don't have a lot to clip or get rid of. So I'm just taking this cuticle bit and just cleaning it up a little bit. You can see there's a little bit of cuticle that needs to come off here, and I'm just ever so slightly just dragging it across the cuticle area and lifting up all of that dead skin. I would suggest at least pushing back your cuticles. If you're not comfortable with this, at least try to push them back, because it does help to prevent lifting if your cuticle work is done. I have noticed that when I spend a little bit more time on the cuticle area, my sets have been lasting. I don't get as much lifting or anything like that. So this is the fun part. I'm not using tips today. Today I'm going to be using these nail forms. Now, I never really use nail forms on here. The times that I have used the nail forms, I've used it for like repair, but I've never done like a set with nail forms. These are a bunch of different types of nail forms. I've gotten some off of Amazon. These have come from some of these have come from like polygel sets that I got. They come with like dual forms, and some of them come with nail forms, and then these are like an old set of nail forms. These are like the throwback nail forms, but today I'm going to be using this. Like I said, I've never really done a full set with nail forms. I'm starting off by kind of curving it so that it works on my fingers. The reason I haven't really done a full set of nail forms is because I have tried in the past with polygel, and it just didn't work out for me. It was too sticky, it wasn't staying, and if you like screw this part up, like where you attach it to your finger, the whole nail situation can be like done for. I personally, I can't remember what it's called, but it's where the skin underneath your nail kind of grows out with your nail, and so it's hard to like push this down onto my finger. So it's kind of why I've kind of been weary of nail forms, but I wanted to give it a shot with acrylic and just see, if I do it lightly, take my time, if it would come out good. And it actually came out pretty good, as you will see at the end. So I'm bending them and placing it on my nail very carefully. I kind of start by closing it at the bottom so it kind of holds on to like my skin first, and then I bring it out towards the tip and kind of decide how close together I want it. So if you want more like a tapered look, you would close it more at the top. If you want it more square, you would leave it open more at the top. So this is the dehydrator and nail bond that I'm using. The Mia Secret one seems to be like OG, and I'm just applying those both to my index and middle finger. I did my ring finger and pinky off camera, but it's pretty much the same deal. I wanted to do a little bit of encapsulation, and I really didn't see how that was possible with acrylic. I have a hard time with that. So I'm using the clear acrylic from Anacrylics. I mix Anacrylics and Mia Secrets together. So I'm doing a very thin layer here, and once it dries, I'm going to go in with a base coat gel. Sorry, brain fart. So using clear on these forms is difficult. I'm not gonna lie. You really can't see where it's falling, so you kind of have to guess. I think I did pretty good though. I really do. I think I did a pretty good job. So right here, I'm just kind of forming it as much as possible, and then I'm going to move on to the middle finger while I let it dry. So now going in with Doll, I'm going to do the same thing I did on my index finger on the middle finger, but this time because I have an acrylic powder that is opaque, it's a lot easier to see where the product is going. This bead in particular was a little more runny than I needed it to be. I kind of should have had it a little more on the stiff side, or I should have let it dry a little bit before I put it on the nail, but it's fine. It's still workable. So the great thing about Anacrylics acrylic powder is it's made to be molded, so molding it to the form was really easy. Once I got it, it was good. Once it like dried down a little bit, it was perfect. So I just kind of shaped it to where I wanted it to go, and we were all Gucci. I'm going to the medium line so you guys can see these are medium length tips, not long. I think the longest I've gone is extra long. I have never done like 2X or anything, but I'm trying to stay at like the medium. Maybe I'll go to long every now and then, you know, when we're feeling a little frisky, or maybe that point in between. I don't know, but yeah, I do think I like using forms. Sometimes I get the problem, and let me know if anybody else gets this issue. I'll have like the problem of the nail tip underneath lifting, and you know, once that happens, there's really not much you can do, especially if you have product on top. So yeah, I have tried to use forms with polygel before and it just didn't work out, but using it with acrylic, it actually worked for me. So I do think it's a matter of trying out and just seeing what works for you. I do like this, so I am going to try it again. Mind you, I'm not a professional. I do not do nails professionally. I typically only do them on myself, and every now and then I'll do like my mother. I do my cousins from time to time. So like, don't come for me for like technical terms. This is just me trial and error, and you see, this is my first time using nail forms to do a full set, and it actually worked out for me. Now, I have used nail forms before to fix like broken nails. I have a video where I use the nail form to fix a broken nail, and I've also used it like on my toe when like my toenail broke like awkwardly. So yeah, just keep practicing and see what works for you, because surprisingly this actually worked really well, and I'm excited to try it with, you know, try it again with like, you know, different designs. So yeah, got that to look forward to. So I took a little bit of base coat and put it on top of that acrylic, and now I'm taking these, I don't know what they're called, but they're like nail decals. It's not a decal. it's the chunky glitter, so I'm using the chunky heart glitter, and I'm putting it all over the tip. I should have just left it at like the tip because it did end up like looking like I had a dark spot because of where some of these were placed. But you know, in the future when I do like nails with this type of design, I will, you know, do that. Anyways, so once I have cured that for 30 seconds, I'm going to go in with my clear acrylic and encapsulate all of the glitter. And then I'm going to try to ombre it. Since my other ombre was pretty low, when I did the ombre on this nail, it was kind of like I used too much of the pink, so it covered a lot of the hearts. But you'll see, I mean, it still looked cute in the end, but yeah. Now one of the most satisfying parts is taking off the form, and then I'm going to move on to shaping. So once we are shaped and buffed, I'm going to wash my hands and get rid of all the dust, and then I'm coming back to do my nail art. So I'm using a bunch of Model 1's gel polishes. I have their white and their hot pink. This is a pink glitter from the Beetle brand, and this is 128 by the Beetle brand as well. And I'm just going to be doing some simple nail art. So I put everything that I was going to need on this little marble dish. I have my like marble-esque mix and some pink, white, and light pink blobs there because I am doing some hearts. So I'm taking a dotting tool, creating 2 dots next to each other, and then I'm going in with my art brush and just pulling it down until it meets at a point, and then just kind of making sure that the inside, you know, goes together, kind of filling it in and just creating a heart. And I'm going to continue this step on this nail, and I'm also going to put one heart on my pinky, like at the bottom. And I'm going to do this with this hot pink, the light pink, and the white. So I kind of wanted to have one of my hearts be glitter, so I'm using this like iridescent glitter off of Amazon, and I'm going in with the baby pink, and I'm going to create the same heart that I created on all the others. The rest of the nail has already been top coated, but I'm basically placing this on top of the top coat. And once I've created the heart, just like you do with like a sweater nail, but instead of using acrylic powder, you're going to be using glitter. I'm just going to dust it on top, cure it, and it's pretty much done. The only thing that I will say is, like, if you do use glitter, you can go over it with top coat because it is shiny. I did do that with this nail and it's still, like, you know, glittery. Now I'm going in with my blooming gel. This is a clear blossom gel. I got this off of Amazon. It's by the brand Amelie, and I'm going to place that all over my ring finger, and I also put it on my index. And I'm going to go in with my little marble concoction on the side here, and I'm going to take a gel brush. I'm going to pick it up and then kind of like smooth it over. It's really easy to do. Like, this is another nail art that is like almost dummy proof. I don't know what the blooming gel does to it, but I do think that it gives it more of a marbled look than me just like doing this swirly look. Like, I didn't even have to do this because of the blooming gel. It was going to make it blossom out anyway, so there's no like harsh lines, but I did want to make sure that I had like enough color, enough glitter, you know, so you get the white, the pink, and the glitter, and it worked out really well. Like, I love this combination. So then with my Model 1's top coat, I'm going to put top coat on all of my nails, and then I'm moving on to cuticle oil. So I did cure my nails for a full 60 seconds. Sometimes I do 2 minutes just to make sure. And I'm going in with this Model 1 cuticle oil. This is the lemon cuticle oil off of their website. It has cute little yellow sunflowers in it. I will say, when I did order from the actual Model 1 their website, it took forever to get here. Like, I was going to do a Halloween video and the products didn't come until like January, so be skeptical. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please make sure to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I do suggest subscribing. And until next time, beauties, stay blessed.